Yeah, it may sound somehow to you, but to me, it seems there is something going on in Nigerian music industry. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatunji. Call me Sidon J Omoyagba, the only Idon on Wisdom Yard Television. This is where we talk about celebrities, before we talk about any celebrity, we actually have one celebrity we're hanging out with on the show. And don't forget that the sponsor for this show is Nokpa Abbas and King Victor Nigerian Enterprises. But then today, it's not going to be an hangout, but a tribute to one of the greatest Nigerian rapper that we have on the street, made on the street and still died on the street. Who am I talking about? Oladips, aka Omoyaje. This guy has been in the music scene for long, and it's just so sad to announce his death to you guys. But then I know that most people don't really know who this guy is, but today I'm going to tell you one or two about Oladips. So before we go to Oladips that lost his life yesterday night, I would like to talk about some other celebrities here because even the death of this guy really affected so many things, even with the fact that there is a strike going on in Nigeria. But then this Reno Omokri, an ex-aide to former President Goodluck Jonathan, has reacted to the death of Nigerian pop star Oladipo Olabode Oladimeji, popularly known as Oladips. He said, he reported that Oladips passed away at exactly 10:14 p.m. yesterday night. Then in the late hours of yesterday, videos made the round on social media of Oladips seeming to have collapsed as his friends surrounded him. But reacting to the death, Omokri now tweeted on his X account today, compared Oladips' death to that of late singer Ilerioluwa Aloba Mohbad, saying it is just like it's something that it seems there's something going on in the music industry that people are not trying to look at. Because if you check what killed Mohbad, people said it was depression, threatening and all. People are still relating his death. I'm talking about Mohbad now. People are relating his death to the wife, that the wife has hand in the death of Mohbad. But then let us look at Oladips here. Oladips is that artist that, his kind of music is not for everybody, because if you don't love, if you are not the fan of rap, you may not enjoy Oladips' kind of music. But then, the song that brought him to limelight was La La Kuku La La, that everybody started when it was in the record label of Reminisce. But then, just few months to Mohbad died in September, and this happened again in this month, which is November. It's just a 1 month interval, like, it go far. But then we lost Oladips. So Reno Omokri was now trying to bring the two together. Like, okay, what is actually going on? Because if you check, Mohbad and Oladips are close friends. Even Oladips till yesterday, before he gave up the ghost, it is Mohbad's picture that is on his DP on Instagram and some other social media platforms. So it's for you to know that there is a relationship between the two of them. But what would happen to Oladips? That was what Reno Omokri was trying to portray on his X account. But let's go to the next celebrity I want to talk about, which is the Grammy-winning singer Damini Ogulu, that everybody knows as who? Burna Boy. So Burna Boy is still on problem with the bloggers of Nigeria. He said he is ready to pay 100 lawyers to tackle the bloggers in Nigeria, because he already want them to stop posting about him. But it seems bloggers in Nigeria did not even care. They see like maybe Burna Boy was joking with his statement. But then it is real, because Burna Boy has made it know that, okay, I'm really going to take this up. I'm going to have like 100 lawyers to tackle this. So he said he would have sponsored series of legal battles against Nigerian bloggers with the money he earlier promised to give to them to stop posting about him. But he's being considerate because he knows the bloggers are trying to make ends meet. So now he queried why Nigerian bloggers are hell-bent on pushing him to the wall. On his X handle, I'm talking about Burna Boy, today, Burna Boy wrote in pidgin English, said, "That money where I won't give them, Instablog, that time, e be like say na to give 100 lawyers now, but I know say na hustle, everybody dey hustle, so e go pay me if I run that kind thing. Why una dey push me now?" So Burna Boy is not trying to joke, although it looks like, it sounds like he's joking, but then Burna Boy is really serious about it. That all these Nigerian bloggers, Insta blogs and Gossip Me and all, they should stop posting about him, and he's very serious about this. All right, let's move on to the next one here, talking about another popular social media commentator, this guy that really trends on X app. Who am I talking about? You already know him. That goes into the inbox of all the celebrities, drag them up and down. I'm talking about Daniel Rega. Daniel Rega has argued that Asake is a much bigger artist than Rema. What did this boy see? I don't understand, to be sincere. Because why you say Asake is bigger than Rema? Although Rema, we knew Rema before we know Asake. So that Rema came into the scene before Asake. So the first critic argued that Asake is far ahead of Rema lyrics-wise, but the latter has been publicity due to his record label boss, Don Jazzy's influence. Fine, that is it's part of the movement. You know, if you are in a record label that is not helping, it affects your career normally. Let us relate it to Oladips. You know, when Oladips was still on the street, that was when I got to know him before he got signed to Reminisce LRR Records then. But then on the long run, Oladips left and, you know, has his own record label himself, Disciples Records, and he's still doing well. But because he's not in the right platform, just imagine Oladips was in YBNL. You know, we could have known Oladips more than this. But then that is what Daniel Rega is trying to say. Like, Rema is with Don Jazzy, and Don Jazzy is influential. Like, he can take Rema as far as he wants, unless if he doesn't want to blow normally. So he said the reason why Asake was like that is because of his record label. So, but Asake is it's okay than Rema lyrically wise. He further claimed that 99% of Rema songs are recycled lyrics. His criticism is coming on the heels of Rema selling out the 20,000 capacity London's O2 Arena, joining Wizkid, Burna Boy, Davido, and Asake as the only African artists that have sold out world's busiest music arena. So now, what is Asake going to say on this? Because I know Daniel Rega is this kind of a controversial person that will just drag everybody up and down. But then you cannot compare the two sounds together. The sound of Rema is different from the sound of Asake, but to me, they are both good artists and they are making us proud out there. All right, let me quickly go into the case of Oladips. You know, Oladips died yesterday, and if you check his Instagram page yesterday, he was uploading something that they should not leave him alone, that he has been telling one of his friends that they should not leave him all alone in the house. But then it happened that they left him and he was feeling like something is wrong with him until he called his driver and he came around telling him. That one was saying, I want to get your drugs. Oladips was saying in that video that uploaded on his story that this is not the matter of drugs. You take me to the hospital ASAP. Now, getting to the hospital, that was where he lost his life. But then another news that we got on Instagram today was like there was a guy that posted that when they were taking Oladips to the hospital, the mom had to call that don't take him to the hospital, bring him home. So that's, I don't know if it is authentic or rumor. You know, different things will come up online when it comes to death of a celebrity. So Oladipo Oladimeji, popularly known as Oladips, was a Nigerian rapper, a songwriter, and a performing artist from Ogun State. Oladips is from Ogun State. Yes, his death announced today, rather, threw colleagues and fans into mourning. And now I will be telling you things that you should know about Oladips. Oladips was born March 24, 1995. Yes, that was when he was born. He was a Nigerian rapper, songwriter, and a performing artist. He started music in the year 2012 with his first mic appearance on Successful, a Drake featuring Trey Songz cover. Yes, I know Oladips as a rapper that do covers of songs, you know, most especially foreign songs. Oladips has been in the scene even before. I got to know Oladips before Olamide. Oladips has been rapping on the street normally since the time of Waya Suliya. You know, he's always a storyteller. If you know Oladips, you know he's a storyteller. He does, you know, say some stories in his songs, and be it in a rap form, you understand, and you will enjoy the flow. You know, all those kind of rap songs, and you will enjoy the lyrics. So, according to the findings, Oladips was signed under a record label, which is one of the Nigerians' greatest prominent rapper, talking about Reminisce. Reminisce signed Oladips then, and when he was when he dropped this song, Bounce, and that was the song that brought him to some other, let me say, from some more fans. You know, he got fan base from Reminisce too, before he now dropped the Lala Kukulala, that he had Reminisce on the remix of that song. But then, he was the Ajala Travel Crew. Now, you know, he dropped the song that really trends, Ajala Travel, Orelu Oyinbo. It was Oladips that sang that song. So, Ajala Travel Crew now came to limelight after winning the band King Is Here competition and later got signed to rapper Reminisce record label Edge Records. So I want you to know that Oladips is an hardworking artist. At least he tried all his possible best to be known in the music industry. Like he really worked hard. I knew him for that. He's not a lazy artist. He's that artist that is promising. But he was best known for his hit singles Ajala, Mainland to Island featuring Zlatan, and Lala Kukulala featuring Reminisce. In 2019, he parted ways with Reminisce record label. You know, that was when he said he left the record label with just 23,000 naira in his account. Before the next month, he left, like let's say a month after he left a Reminisce record label, he bought a house for himself. Wow, that's when I started feeling like it seems Oladips has arrived. But then, in 2019, after parting way with Reminisce on October 6, 2023, he released his new single titled Die Young. Can you imagine? Why we say now all these artists, if they want to die, now that time they go come sing song we go relate to death. If you remember the late that Green, if I die, make you no cry for me, again see me, and then he died. Now Mohbad, you understand? Something like that. Then now Oladips. I just pray we don't see all this kind of untimely deaths in the music industry because it don't tire me, to be sincere. But then, still dropping the song Die Young October 6, Oladips had collaborated with several artists including CDQ, Zlatan, late Mohbad, Reminisce, T-Classic, among others. Well, Oladips died November 14, 2023 at the age of 28. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Amen. This is where we are going to be ending it on Celebrity Hangout today because it's just a tribute to Oladips Omoyaje. Rest in peace, champion. You really tried, and I just give it to you because everything about you is just also you're a motivation to other artists out there that is struggling to get to the limelight. My name is Sidon J. You can call me Ahmed Abbas Olatunji Omoyagba, the only Idon on Wisdom Yard Television. We'll see you again next time on Celebrity Hangout. Don't forget that the sponsors for this show is still Nokpa Albers and King Victor Nigerian Enterprises. Be good and have a nice day. Bye.